Picture a billionaire. What do you see? Is it the diamond-encrusted watch, the loud sports car, and the head-to-toe Gucci print? If that's your answer, you've fallen for the greatest illusion of the modern age. Real wealth, generational, dynastic wealth, whispers. It doesn't scream. But new money? New money has a very specific anxiety. It is desperate to prove it has arrived. Today, we are decoding the subtle, silent language of the elite. We aren't just looking at clothes. We are looking at psychology. Here are the 7 dead giveaways that someone is new money and why true power never feels the need to show off. Giveaway number 1, the Han signal. Logomania versus stealth wealth. The first giveaway is the most obvious yet the most misunderstood, the visibility of the brand. In sociology, there is a concept called the Han signal. Researchers found that luxury brands actually produce 2 types of products: loud goods for the masses and quiet goods for the insiders. New money suffers from what is called status anxiety. Because their wealth is new, they need external validation. They wear their bank account on their chest. You see the giant LV monogram, the oversized Balenciaga text. They are paying to be walking billboards because they need you to know the price tag. Old money practices stealth wealth. They wear a $500 baseball cap or a $3,000 cashmere sweater that has 0 logos. Why? Because they are signaling only to each other. If you know, you know. If you don't recognize the brand, you aren't the target audience. New money dresses to impress the poor. Old money dresses to be recognized by the rich. Giveaway number 2, the service test. Interaction with staff. You can learn everything you need to know about a person's background by watching them order dinner. There is a distinct behavioral difference in how new and old money treat service staff. New money often views the interaction as a hierarchy. They may be loud, demanding, or overly critical of the waiter. This comes from a psychological need to exercise their newfound power. They finally have someone below them, and they want to feel it. Old money is different. They were likely raised by nannies, housekeepers, and gardeners. Staff have always been a part of their domestic landscape. Consequently, their behavior is usually polite but distant. They say please and thank you instinctively, not because they are trying to be nice, but because they don't feel the need to prove they are the boss. The boss doesn't need to shout to be heard. Giveaway number 3, the architecture of noise, volume, and privacy. Silence is the ultimate luxury. New money is almost always associated with noise. Loud cars, loud music, loud parties, and loud conversations. It is performative. Think of the VIP table at a club with sparklers attached to champagne bottles. That entire ritual is designed to draw eyes. It screams, "Look at me, I am spending money." Generational wealth values privacy above all else. They don't buy tables at clubs, they host private dinner parties. They don't post their location, they buy estates with high hedges and long driveways to hide from the world. If someone is constantly broadcasting their location and making noise to attract attention, it's a sign they are still in the acquisition phase of wealth. They are hunting for status. Old money has already captured the flag. They're just enjoying the victory in silence. Giveaway number 4, the trend trap. Interior design and cars. Let's step inside their homes. This is where the aesthetic divide becomes undeniable. New money interiors often look like hotel lobbies. Everything is shiny, new, and follows the current trend. You see lots of reflective surfaces, cool LED lighting, and fast fashion furniture that looks expensive but lacks soul. It's the Instagram aesthetic, designed to look good on a screen, not necessarily to be lived in. Old money interiors are curated, not bought. You will see worn oriental rugs, antique wood that creaks, and art that has been in the family for decades. They embrace the Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, the beauty in imperfection and age. A billionaire from a tech IPO might buy a brand new neon green Lamborghini. An heir to a banking dynasty is more likely to drive a 15-year-old Land Rover or a vintage Volvo. Why? because they aren't trying to prove they can afford a new car. They're proving they have taste that outlasts trends. Giveaway number 5. The conversation of cost. Listen closely to what they talk about. There is a vulgarity in discussing numbers that old money avoids at all costs. For the nouveau riche, money is a novelty. It's exciting. They want to talk about how much their house cost, their return on investment, or the price of their watch. They discuss money because money is their primary identity. For old money, discussing wealth is considered incredibly gauche, bad manners. It's like talking about how you breathe. You just do it. You don't analyze it at dinner. Instead, their conversations revolve around ideas, history, connections, and hobbies, specifically hobbies that are inaccessible to the public. They don't talk about the cost of the ski trip. They talk about the snow conditions in Gstaad. They don't talk about the price of the horse. They talk about the lineage. If someone constantly brings the conversation back to price tags, they are revealing their financial insecurity. Giveaway number 6. The need for speed. Impatience. The 6th giveaway is a subtle psychological tick: impatience. New money is often built on hustle. It's fast money. This rewires the brain to expect instant gratification. They want the table now. They want the car delivered tomorrow. They want the success immediately. This urgency creates a frantic energy. They are rich, but they are stressed. Old money operates on a timeline of generations. They plant trees they will never sit under. They invest in art that will appreciate over 50 years. There is a slowness to their movement. They are rarely in a rush because they control their own time. If you see someone who is wealthy but constantly checking their phone, rushing staff, and radiating anxiety, they are likely new money. They have the cash, but they haven't mastered the leisure. Giveaway number 7. The name drop paradox. Socially, new money operates on leverage. To climb the ladder, they need to prove they are connected. You will hear them constantly mention who they had lunch with, which CEO they texted, or which celebrity was at their party. They treat their relationships like trophies to be displayed. Old money operates on discretion. Their circle is usually closed and incredibly private. To them, names are not currency. They are a responsibility. If an old money individual is close friends with a royal or a head of state, you will never hear them mention it. Why? Because true connection relies on trust, and name-dropping violates that trust. New money wants you to know who they know. Old money wants to protect who they know. Conclusion: the mindset shift. Here is the truth. There is nothing wrong with being new money. Earning your own fortune is a monumental achievement. But the reason these giveaways exist is because new money is often trying to mimic a lifestyle they don't fully understand yet. They try to buy class, but they end up buying commodities. True prestige isn't about the balance in your bank account. It's about security. It's the quiet confidence that you are enough, without the logos, without the noise, and without the validation of strangers. Which side of the coin do you identify with? Are you building loud, or are you building a legacy? Let us know in the comments below.